Hi, my name is Lizzie, and today I'm going to pretend that I am a casting director once again, and I'm going to cast Les Mis with YouTubers. I want to start by saying two things. One, I will not pronounce these French names properly, and I apologize in advance. Two, Kirsten Hippie helped me out with a few of these castings, so thanks, Kirsten. So starting out with the younger versions of the characters, I would cast Princess Tard as young Eponine. I think she looks the part and she could act kind of full of herself and a little bit sad, which is kind of what Eponine is to me as a child, so yeah, I think she's got it down. For young Cosette, I chose Bailey Ballinger. I mean, have you seen the video where she does Frozen with Miranda sings? She could totally rock a young Cosette role. And I think with a little bit of guidance, she could be a really good singer. For Thénardier and Madame Thénardier, one of those names I cannot pronounce properly, the innkeeper and the innkeeper's wife, I'm gonna make a little bit of an unusual choice, and I'm going to cast Dan and Phil. Dan and Phil are already like a married couple to me, and I just think Phil would be the wife and Dan would be the husband, obviously. I think Phil would just like run with it and he would totally own being a woman. I think he would love it. The two of them on stage together playing husband and wife would be hilarious to watch, and they would have so much fun, and you know it. For Gavroche, Kirsten recommended this channel to me called Ian Loves Theater, and this kid is adorable. He only has about 2,000 subscribers right now, but he like rewrites parts of Broadway musicals and the actual Broadway actors will reenact them. He does Broadway reviews, he performs songs, he's so cute. In Horas. That was like Spanish. Aaron Tevez. So for this one, it's a little bit of an unusual casting as well. Maybe less unusual than Dan and Phil, but I thought of Mitchell Davis. If you've ever watched any of his improv videos with Kyle, you can see that he can have that like serious tone to him, but it's like in a funny way. He would bring a really weird, funny twist to that character. And I think it would make you love that character even more, and it would be more tragic when what happens to his character happens. Spoilers if you haven't seen Les Mis. I mean, it's been around for what, like hundreds of years? When did Les Miserables come up?
Okay, I found this on the web for when did Les Miserables come up.
Liz, Missouri. I've been there. 1862 was the publication date of the book. For Eponine, I chose Dodie Clark, Donalotl. She actually has done a cover of On My Own on her channel. She just has such a sad, soft, sweet voice. She would be so good in that role. And for Marius, I chose Nick Patera. Now, as we all know, Nick Patera has a diverse vocal range, to say the least. So really, I could cast him in any part and he could play it. But I cast him in Marius because I just think he would be nice and lovable, and I would love to see that. For grown-up Cosette, I chose Ingrid Nielsen. I think Ingrid is just so sweet and innocent, and she would be a good Cosette, and I would not hate her as much as I don't really like Amanda Seyfried. For Fantine, I cast Megan Tonjes. I love Megan Tonjes' voice, so hearing her sing I Dreamed a Dream would be awesome for me. I mostly cast these people in these characters just because I want to hear them sing these songs. I don't really care if they're cohesive, but I want to hear it. And for Javert, I cast Markiplier. Markiplier has a commanding and like loud presence. It's just very powerful, and I would be afraid of him if he were Javert. And finally, for Jean Valjean, I cast Todrick Hall. I would be living for Todrick Hall's Valjean soliloquy. He would be so good. Just everything he does is good. And that would be something else that he would add onto his plate that would be so good. So that's my casting for Les Mis. If you disagree with any of my castings, please leave your choices in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, bye! Here's his Instagram handle. Boom, there it is. Wait, I can't edit this!
Oh my gosh.